followers and supporters. To those who don't know who we are Wrong, spelled Xrong. I don't even know how to spell my own brand. We're not just a brand, we're a movement. We stand against social ills. We call it out when it's wrong. Our hashtag, that's just wrong. We are an online retail store. We supply comfort wear, and we supply comfort wear with purpose. Everything we do with purpose and with passion. So please follow us, follow our social pages, check out our website, make a purchase, and support the movement. Xrong is a Black female-owned company run by myself, Makhanya, aka Mandisa. I am a co-founder and a director, and I run it with Unati, who is the co-founder and director of the company. We're going to be discussing various topics today around challenges that young people face. Some of these challenges I too have faced, and some of them I still face today as a grown adult. In fact, this is the reason why Xrong brand was born in the first place and came into existence. Our goal today is to reinforce and to re-highlight what we already know, hoping that perhaps we can spark a thought, we can evoke an emotion, a feeling of empowerment, or maybe confidence to those who have been affected. And perhaps we also hope that to those who have been making other people feeling less of themselves can start to go through a process of introspection, perhaps with the hope to want to change, or at least start thinking about how their actions have affected others that they have affected. So another very important topic of discussion that I'd like to bring to this platform today is the issue of body shaming, which obviously has ripple effect in terms of your body image, how you see yourself. And I think most of us here, I've never heard of any girl, even at my age, right, who's ever said anything about, like every girl has been very conscious about at least one body part, and me, I come from, our families are actually the worst people to give you body shaming. I'm sorry. You meet with that aunt.
I was about to say.
Yes. I mean, come on.
It's
like we don't see it ourselves.
It's like
obviously
I wake up
and I see this
every
day.
And they say it like it just comes out, and then they move on with their lives. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yesterday I went to my mom's house and I met this one of our neighbors. And she was like, "Oh, udla ini? Ngicela ungaphela into oyidla ngoba uyabona ukuthi ukhuluphele." And I'm like, "Hayibo." But obviously usually what I do is I normally turn those situations around and make a joke about it, because I'm now old, I'm married. I'm like, my marriage is nice, I'm enjoying myself, that's why I'm big like this, I'm comfortable. But like, not everyone can say that, right?
Children, how do we take
exactly. How do you take, as an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, whatever age, 13-year-old, being told, I mean, come on, like how does that, So I think even our families can really contribute to how we feel, and it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
So have you experienced that? I mean, how are you feeling about your body image, and have you had people telling you about your weight, something about your body part? Like, how have you taken it, Lusega?
I think for me, growing up, I was very conscious of my shoulders. I have very broad shoulders. If I can stand up, I look like a boy. If you just look at my shoulders from the back. And I swear, guys, I take it from my mom. But growing up, they're like, "Oh, you look like a boy. Yo, you're so strong. I'm sure you're strong like us." Wow. You know that, like, okay. And so because of that, I never wore tank tops. I would always wear stuff that will cover my shoulders like this, because I'm like, who wants to see bulky shoulders? And then when you learn about puberty, they're like, yeah, gents, boys get broad shoulders, and you're like, "Hi, bo, am I a guy? What's going on? Is there something wrong with me?" Then growing up, I'm like,
this is where I
am. Yeah. And then recently, last year, when I came back from Cape Town, everyone's like, "Hey, Cape Town, kudliwan. Ukulpele."
Good Sam.
At the time, I was like, "Hey, bo, am I really?"
Yeah.
Then I'd ask my friends, "Unati, like, do I look fat?" I think you remember, like, I was very like. Then I got used to it. I think now I'm just like, you know what, it's fine. But my family sees being fat as like, wow. wow, life is good.
Life is
Like if you're skinny.
But I think most cultures, though,
Yes.
black cultures in
Yeah.
particular,
Yeah.
that's how they see, and that's why I joke about it like that when somebody
Yeah.
will say, yeah, and I'm like, yes, it shows I'm happy, yeah, because, but I mean, you
There's
know,
no
you,
need,
you
like-
guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys have more. I can imagine. You guys were very like sport active when you were
Yes.
young, right? And obviously you're not as active anymore on a physical level. So you must have picked up a kilo
Yeah.
or two.
Or more.
Which is normal, like you grow.
So I mean, like, so how's this experience been for you?
I feel like this year more than ever. Okay, well, last year, because I played like almost every sport. I was sports girl of the year.
Yo, like
I
so clever.
like was
Yes,
Yeah.
girl.
so active. Then going to uni, like you don't really have control what you eat. They give you the food. You can't choose. You are studying
You're
the
in
whole
res.
day. Yes, I was in res, so I
Yeah.
didn't even cook for myself. So I started gaining weight, and it's also new to me. Like it's just like I've low-key kind of been the same size I was from a very young age. Like maybe I used to wear the things I wore in grade 5.
Yeah,
they still used to
so in high school you were still wearing primary school
clothes. Yes,
Yeah.
they still used to fit. I've been a small, and then I just expanded. Also, me, the parts. I'm like, oh, this
Yeah.
exists. Oh, and it's just like, and then people just comment like, oh,
Yes.
like, Khanda, this is you, family, comparing you to.
Yeah.
It's just like, but
And
I
it's
really.
usually family. Like I don't
Always.
understand that.
And you can't
Always.
really, you don't know what to do because you try to exercise, but it's just like, at the same time, I also can say we're growing into our adult body
Yeah.
more than
exactly
anything.
transitioning.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I also think like it's a part of accepting like, okay, this part I can change, this part I can't change,
Yes.
this habit I can change, this habit I can't change. And also, like I said, I was bullied by my friends. And then they like also highlighted some body parts that I didn't like. And then it also like grew onto me that I like when I look at myself, let's say I start loving myself, I'll just focus on that part and try change that part because I just think of the things they used to.
So now you're more
say
conscious of it than
of
you
that.
should be.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have, you can see my lower lip is a bit bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, that was like the tease for me. Like they would tease me about my lips, even my own family, right? Who your lips, and they would
But
like,
it's so nice.
they would do that. But funny enough, as I grew older, and the lip gloss time, and put lip gloss, and everyone was like, wow, your lips, right? And then obviously because I've got that brown lining on the outside,
Natural.
now everyone is like, whoa, your lips.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, you know what I mean? Now people are doing, what do you call it? Injections, they call
Lip-
them.
yo,
I'm a
fillers.
Botox, and now
Lip
it's like full
fillers.
lip, and I'm like, oh, you know, so they make you conscious, and it's unnecessary when we should be actually embracing everything that we have because that's part of our identity.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Can I just add? Like, let's say they used to say they want thinner people. Then it changes after 2 years.
Yes.
They want thicker girls. So it's just like, you need to just...
You need to,
own
you
who
have to, you have to own it.
Yeah, because if you're
have
going to
to own
change
it.
and try impress what's happening,
Then that
you'll
trend is
never
gonna get
win.
over, and then you change for that, then it's over.
I mean, look at you, Ramu. Now we're seeing about Alec work, about like global stage, dark skin, owning that and making millions out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure now you're at your best time. You're like, oh, dark skin.
I was still telling him
Yeah.
exactly. I was still telling him, bro. I was still telling him that his face is so almost perfect because people pay for the shape,
The face that he has.
the cheeks.
No, it's not almost. It's
It's
perfect.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like
That's why we
Don't make
chose
him
him
blush.
together.
Don't make him blush. Don't make him blush.
he almost looks like a live AI.
Yeah.
That's how he looks. He's like his face, and people pay for that till this day.
They do.
So,
Real.
So body shaming,
even.
I feel like it's always, I don't know
It's
if this,
also a form of bullying.
Yeah, it is.
and like I don't know if this is gonna count as I'm body shaming, but it's always the ones that look, you know.
You are body shaming. You are body
Person is deflecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So, but I hear what you're saying. It's always the ones that have problems with themselves.
Yeah, I got.
I got
Gabi.
Yeah.
Hi, Gabi.
But also, like, you know, my family thinks saying, "Ukhuluphela umuhle," They think that's a compliment.
Nice, but when you think
Yeah, my aunts really
And
think
we also
saying,
need to have those real discussions,
Yeah.
like honest discussions, right?
Yeah.
Yes, there's an issue of body shaming, but we also need to be conscious that we need to be healthy with our bodies.
Yeah.
Right? Because we need to extend the life expectancy. We need to just, also, it just helps mentality and like, how do I put it? It just helps you navigate through life easier when you're healthy.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
Because your health status affects your mental status
Yeah.
and so many other things.
Yeah.
And you're able to get around things very quicker. You know what I mean? So as much as we don't want to, body shaming is always going to be wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's not relax too much about sitting in our weights and thinking, oh, well, I
Or
mean,
use it as
what
an
am I gonna
excuse,
do?
like that.
You know what I mean?
or-
We still
yeah.
have to take that conscious decision of making those improvements in our lives. And it doesn't have to be drastic. Because I've tried diets, guys. I'm not doing it anymore. I've killed myself doing diets. Right? I've done, you banting, listen, I've done it all. Now I'm just like, okay, gradually change some things,
I
right?
think you must be
So you-
Balance,
realistic.
It's
like
realistic,
goals,
exactly.
Drink more water.
So if you add 10 minutes of your time to activity, if you
Study your body.
and then I've done that, right? Because I have been over it for a very long time, especially after having my third child now. I've been struggling to get that weight off, but in the last few months, I mean, when I look at the scale, I'm like, okay, girl, okay, you're getting there. Because I'm not pressurizing
Yeah.
myself
Exactly.
anymore, right? Because we also pressurize ourselves that we want to conform to the standards of the world. We need to look this way, we need to look that way. We're actually now defining ourselves by the standards
trying
of...
to shape your December body in October. Yeah, you are running.
Sorry, and also you look back at how you used to look, and it might just you compare yourself. Your
And
old
Matthias has
selves.
put it correctly when he says you are growing into an adult body.
Yeah.
I have an adult body, I cannot run away from it.
Yeah.
You know, and an adult body that had three children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, come on, you have to be
Yeah.
realistic. And all of our body types are different, and all of our body types require different dietaries in terms of, you know, like my body, I'm an O plus. You know, so I can eat as much meat as I can, and it's okay. Some body types, if you eat too much meat, you're gonna balloon out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just understanding also the body type, the blood type, and all of that, and just being conscious.
I
And
just,
also
Yeah,
your
but-
genetics.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just so happen I just don't gain weight, but I eat a lot.
You see,
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah.
like also when you see, when you see, no, like I want you guys to imagine this. When you're going out and you see a lady that happens to be big, like really big, not just big, and maybe she just broke her fast and now she's like, yo, let me go have 5 burgers. You will judge her. But when you see a skinny person, you'll be like, oh, yeah.
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 Like,
And so you make her feel like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, like she's worthless. What she
Yeah.
did. And also, by the way, we actually forget that there's other issues, health issues that trigger
Yeah.
obesity,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Which come from backgrounds of mental issues, of abuse, and other things, which we're not
Yeah.
going to get into today. So people need to appreciate that our body types are different, our situations are different, our circumstances are different, and all of that, you know, make who we are. But obviously, we don't define ourselves by our situations. I don't encourage that. But I do say that you do not point a finger. In fact, don't throw a stone when you've got a glass house.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You didn't know it. Oh my gosh.
I think we all do it like subconsciously. We body shame other people. without
Yeah.
realizing. So we're not saying we're better, but we just say
Yes.
let's be better.
Like watch what you say.
I love
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Own that.
Yeah.
Definitely.